I want to continue reading John chapter 9, and it's about the blind man when Jesus healed him. And I just love this story. Then again called they the man that was blind, and said unto him, Give God the praise. We know that this man is a sinner. He answered and said, Whether he be a sinner or no, I know not. One thing I know, that whereas I was blind, now I see. Good for him. Way to go. And I would have answered them the same way, because you have to walk in someone's shoes in order to know exactly how they are feeling. And this man was born blind, and they couldn't even be happy for him. And I will continue to read. Then said they to him again, What did he to thee? How opened he thine eyes? He answered them, I have told you already, and ye did not hear. Wherefore would ye hear it again? Will ye also be his disciples? In other words, he was saying, I've told you over and over. Why are you making me repeat the same thing over and over? But they were trying to trap him. They were hoping that he would give them another answer. But because it was the truth needs no defense, and truth will always prevail. And that is why they would not have gotten another answer, because Christ did heal the man. And I'm going to continue to read. Then they reviled him and said, Thou art his disciples, but we are Moses' disciples. We know that God spake unto Moses. As for this fellow, we know not from whence he is. The man answered and said unto them, Why herein is a marvelous thing, that ye know not from whence he is, and yet he hath opened mine eyes. Now we know that God heareth not sinners, but if any man be a worshipper of God, and doeth his will, him he heareth. In other words, he was telling them that, I was born blind, and no one is telling you this. I'm standing before you, and you're going to say this man is a sinner. And another thing I want to point out, that even a greater man is here other than Moses. Jesus Christ, the Son of God, was there, and they did not believe him. I will continue to read. Since the world began, was it not heard that any man opened the eyes of one that was born blind? Wow. If this man were not of God, he could do nothing. They answered and said unto him, Thou wast altogether born in sins, and dost thou teach us? And they cast him out. How low could they get? They are now throwing his blindness in his face, telling him, hey, you were born blind, so you are a sinner. But I'm so glad that at the beginning, that when the disciples asked Jesus who sinned because this man was born blind, was it his parents or him? And Jesus said, neither. But it happened so that God's glory will be prevail or fulfill. And so that goes for us today. With me being blind, I think that it's to show God's glory, show that he can use me like I'm doing today. God bless each and every one of you.